Radia, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'm gonna make you a co-host. This way you can share your screen when needed, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Radia, are you able to hear?
Karina,
Yeah.
Crystal proposed that since people are joining, we need to like do music or instrumental music.
Do you have anything available? Because I don't.
Yeah. So
Okay, perfect. You can play it. I'll mute myself.
Mhm.
Rita, you can stop it. Hi all. I guess we'll get started. We'll just let people trickle in slowly. So my name is Karina. I'm an intern here at Eyes Like Mine, and today we're gonna be hosting a diabetes event. We're gonna have a couple of speakers. They'll be in shortly. I figured that we are just gonna show you a video. We had an event called the Blind Diva Empowerment Pageant, and we have a special message from two of the winners, Miss Blind Diva 2021, as well as Miss Independent Diva 2021, and they shared some videos with us that we're gonna play for you guys. So Naomi, if you can share your screen and play those videos, that would be great. Radia, Naomi might be having technical issues, so can you share the videos, please?
Okay, let me pull them up.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. This is Naomi Panarella coming to you from
Can you see my screen?
Yes, thank you.
Houston, Texas. I am the current reigning 2021-2022 Miss Blind Diva through the Miss Blind Diva Empowerment Pageant from Eyes Like Mine. Thank you all so very much for joining us today, as diabetes awareness is an important issue that can affect a lot of us as our friends and family. Tune in and gain some valuable and powerful information. I do also encourage you to take notes and share this information. Thank you all so very much for joining us today. And it's so nice to meet everyone. I hope you have a great time on this call. Thank you. She don't believe in shooting stars, but she believes in shoes and cars.
Greetings, everybody. This is Princess Tia from Kingston, Jamaica, located in the Caribbean. I am the Miss Independent title holder for 2021-2022, representing Eyes Like Mine Incorporated Beauty Pageant. A warm welcome to everybody to this Eyes Like Mine Diabetes Awareness Program. Sit back, relax, and listen to some true facts as the team gives you lots of information about the importance of eating right, exercising, having a balanced diet, adequate rest, amongst so much more. When I heard about this event, I was happy, elated, excited, because we need to have more events like these to promote the awareness about diabetes and other illnesses. So, my friends, let's protect ourselves from diabetes and other illnesses. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Drink lots of water. Get enough rest, lots of exercise, and be happy about our lives. This is Princess Tia, and have a great day. Blessings. Blessings.
Thank you, Radio. We have Misha, who's our co-host. Misha, if you want to say a few words, that would be great.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, and I hope this event is super informative for you guys, and let's enjoy. I'm in a car right now transporting my children home. I'll be able to fully participate momentarily. I'm listening.
Thank you. So we're supposed to have a guest speaker from Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Let's give her a little bit of time and we'll be right back. Radio, if you can play some music in the meantime, that would be great. Thank you. Okay, also we have another treat for you guys. We're gonna play a great video from Dr. Oz on YouTube. Radia is gonna show it to all you guys. It's a very interesting video. It discusses a Mediterranean diet, which is rather interesting, and it assists with keeping diabetes at a substantial level so it doesn't increase and become more out of control. So Radia, whenever you're ready.
I mean, how much do they make your mouth water? Now, these are all. How much do they make your mouth water? Now, these are all dishes from the heart healthy Mediterranean diet. And today, you're going to learn how to make them in record time because the queen of the kitchen is here. You know, and the reason I love the Mediterranean diet is not just because of the taste. I love the fact that it lowers your risk of heart disease.
That's right.
I love the fact that it helps your brain function. And because of all that, you live longer.
That's right.
You get to be 84 and look beautiful and have everything intact.
And
your heart's
be
healthy.
able to have a conversation. Exactly. You have a lower rate of dementia if you eat diets like these.
I still love when my parents give me a hard time. It means they got it. They're sharp
That's right.
stuff.
That's right. I'm
All right.
afraid of my mom when she's 84. She could take me easily.
But here's the problem that I'm hearing, and,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure you're hearing from their guests, but I suspect as well. Everyone likes the Mediterranean diet conceptually, but they're not sure they can actually follow it. They don't quite know how to make it an automated part of their life.
Right.
So you live in upstate New York and in Cape Cod, you can figure out how to do it. So today, Rachel and I are going to do something that we've never done before. We're going to simplify how to stock your pantry. So all you've got to do, ready?
Okay.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. I don't want to knock anything over.
We'll give this to you. Your pantry, add a couple fresh ingredients to someone you're hungry, and you're golden.
Right. I really believe that the building blocks are very simple, and there are quicker alternatives to these. Like in my family, we always bought dried grains and beans, but you soak them overnight and you have to have the time to cook them. Of course, you can get all of these in cans. So your quick go-tos when you come home are olive oil, of course.
Actually,
EVOO.
like I said, this is
Yes. The most essential ingredient.
yes, not surprisingly her favorite ingredient. I think probably mine as well. So this is number one on the pantry list.
Number one has to be olive oil.
Plus, it's practical. If we start with olive oil as our staple, come on
Right.
over here.
Okay.
Let's talk about the dollar stretchers.
All right,
Because-
now, this is very important.
Yeah, but I don't want you all thinking you can't afford the Mediterranean diet.
You
It's
can.
not some shishi thing. We're talking about white beans and canned tomatoes and farro, simple stuff.
Right. Grains, all grains, when you buy them in the grocery store, they're going to cost you more in a package than they would in bulk bins. So start in your bulk food section. Whenever you're shopping for any ingredient for whatever diet you're following, always shop high and low and never in the middle. The middle, those are the slotting fees that are paid. Your best bargains will be on the top and the bottom shelves, and you always compare unit price,
Yes.
not the price on the package. Compare unit of measure price. Now, dried beans and grains, okay, pearl barley, farro, chickpeas, white beans, borlotti beans, all of these you can get an equivalent in a can or even partially cooked in pouches. If you have very little time, you can pay for that convenience. You can still get very inexpensive canned beans if you don't have time to cook them. But the point of these is high protein, high fiber, nutrient dense. All of these things can give you great nutrition for no money. If you're going to buy canned tomatoes, buy the best price. If you're going to buy Italian tomatoes, this San Marzano thing that everybody's crazy about, make sure you're not getting ripped off. Tomatoes are great for you, great for your body, great for your mind, but make sure you're not getting ripped off. So many companies will trick the consumer by using San Marzano in the name of the product, but if you look on the back, if it doesn't say DOP or made in Italy, it's not. Right. It's a domestic tomato that you're simply being overcharged for.
But once again, at a high level, this can already be in your pantry.
These are your go-tos. You come home and you always have something you can make for dinner between grains and beans and olive oil and tomatoes and garlic. You can make a million meals out of that. You know what I mean?
Medically sound. Now,
Medically sound.
after that, you got to get some fresh ingredients. So Rachel's list includes this, just all the colors of the rainbow.
I think that when it comes to the produce department, you don't need a multivitamin if you eat the rainbow. And these are foods that activate your brain power, dark leafy greens, especially kale, spinach, all of your dark spicy greens, escarole. One of our first meals as children was minestrone, beans and greens. Those were our first two building blocks, white beans and escarole or kale soup. That was one of your very first meals as a child.
Your parents were having wine, meanwhile.
Oh, we were having wine too. That was my first word. It was in my bottle. My grandpa would put water and a little bit of his wine in there. So beets are another one. And you know this, the beet greens you get, but the beets themselves, beets, colorful peppers, so sweet or hot peppers, beets and dark greens, they're all activated by the olive oil. They're fat soluble nutrients, right?
It helps you absorb it, the lycopene much more powerfully, which is again why I don't know who thought
Great
about
for brain
this.
power.
Yes.
Right.
And one other point of interest about you. You eat your salads before or after your main
After.
course? After.
Always after. You know, it's a digestive thing, quite frankly, but you know, we would put them out on the table at the same time, but we all eat our salad after dinner.
I love you. She knows all this stuff. really training. All right, last part. Again, the must-have part of the diet, I think, of is proteins and the healthy acids. And we don't get the proteins in the Mediterranean diet the way most of you get them from. So please walk us through this.
You know, another important source of protein and this is a place where I would spend an extra few pennies at the grocery. I like blue or green shell or brown shell eggs. Why? Because white shell farm factory egg, the yolks are pale in color. The shells are thin because the animals are not healthy. And this is another thing that your brain activates better if you're eating a lot of eggs. And eggs are another great source of protein and nutrients for not a lot of money. So eggs and beans and grains, huge part of our diet. And essential in our diet, essential is fish, seafood. Sardines, my favorite sandwich in life. Fresh seafood. Again, good fats, good for your body, and all kinds of acids. Vinegar and lemon juice, we use a ton to break down animal fats when we do eat it.
One other question. Sardines, which I happen to love as well. Are your mercury levels okay?
I don't know that I've ever checked them. How do you do that?
We could do that later today. But
Okay.
I'll tell you why I bring it up. My mercury levels are so high, the State Department of Health wrote me a letter.
Are you kidding?
Yes, because I eat a lot of fish. I found out that sardines, anchovies, they have almost no mercury because they're young fish. So I moved from big fish to small fish.
I love sardines.
Yeah.
I put them on the grill. I roast them in the oven. Pasta con sardes, one of my favorites. Stale bread and sardines makes me cry. It makes me think of my grandpa.
I remember the little Rachel eating her sardine sandwich. I'll never forget. Be sure to subscribe.
Thank you, Radio. Guys, just hang tight. We're supposed to have a guest speaker coming on shortly. Okay, so what Radia is going to share next is some interesting information that I found for you guys online from the Diabetes Foundation. They're located in Hackensack. Radia, if you can scroll a little bit down. Just go to the bottom. Thank you. Right, scroll a little bit more, right there. So if you guys have the ability to go onto the Diabetes Foundation site, you'll see that you have free resources. You can get free diabetic education, free medication, free supplies, free A1C screening, free transportation, anything that may help you with diabetes and to keep it under control. You can find it here. Again, the phone number, Radio, if you can just scroll a little bit further down. Thank you. The phone number is listed and it's 201-444-0337. They're in Hackensack, but it's best that you give them a call. You can set up anything with them. Again, they offer transportation and free resources to help you navigate this whole condition that is something that you guys can keep in check. However, with appropriate assistance, things do get better. So guys, hang tight. We're supposed to have a speaker coming on shortly. Her name is Miss Melba Henderson, so she should be on here shortly. Radio, if you could just play some music, that would be great.
Karina, is it any way possible we could get the number in the chat?
Oh, absolutely. Already, I'm sorry. Can you share that screen one more time so I could put it in the chat? I didn't think of that. Thank you.
Awesome, no worries.
I'll put it in the chat right now. Thank you so much, Radio.
Mhm.
You got it?
Yes, you can stop sharing. I got it already. Thank you.
Hey, Karina.
Listening.
Hey, did everyone get a chance to introduce themselves, the participants on the call, since it's
No,
a
ma'am.
rather
If you
quaint
wanna-
sounding?
No, ma'am, but if you want to take over, you're more than welcome to. I introduced myself, but Misha, go ahead, take over.
Oh no, I could take over so much. Like I said, I'm still in the
No,
car.
go
so,
for it. I'm all for it.
So bear with me, guys. So
Sure.
like I said, hi everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Misha. You'll be hearing a little bit more from me later. But if you guys want to unmute yourselves and introduce yourselves, like I said, we have a rather quaint setting. And if you want to have some conversation, what brought you to this platform today? What do you expect to get out of it? Anything. So who's up next? The mic is hot. Let's go.
I'll go. Hi, everybody. My name is Cassandra. I am the chairperson of the Audio Book Club for Eyes Like Mine Incorporated. I've been involved for a few years now, and I'm speaking today. I look forward to learning more about diabetes and how to, I guess, cope with it. Thank you.
Awesome. Do you want to speak while you have a moment? Speak about the book club and when it's on or anything. We got a couple of minutes before we get our host, our first guest. Our first guest join us. Would you like to let everyone know when your book club is?
Sure. The book club, it takes place on Saturdays from 5 o'clock to 6:30. We speak about a variety of books, and we have just great conversation, great discussion, and everybody has a great time. It's really a lot of fun, and it's free. It's open to everybody and anybody. We do have a Facebook page. Definitely check out the Eyes Like Mine Facebook page for more information, or you can contact me. I'm on Facebook as well at Cassandra Ann, and I look forward to meeting everybody, and thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Thank you, Cassandra. I'm going to keep bugging you since we got a little bit of time on our hand. What's the book you guys are reading now? What are you guys going over for next Saturday or this coming Saturday?
We're going to be reading, that's a good question. We're going to be reading a book that's very popular. Hold on, I just got to go to the list. 1 second, please. We are going to be reading, we're going to be starting back on the 27th. We're going to start back up. We're going to start reading Room to Grow by Tracy Gold.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cassandra. Anybody else? Thank you. Anybody else want to introduce themselves? The mic is hot. Okay, Radio, since everyone's being shy on the call today, so I guess you can start the music back up until our first guest arrives.
All right, introduce Misha. It's Jessica. Janelle didn't get to introduce herself because she was on mute. Can she do that really quick?
Awesome, definitely. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Janelle Santana, and I was Miss Blind Diva Empowerment title holder winner of 2019. I'm from Howell Township, New Jersey. I was born July 4th, 1985. And I have diabetes, type 2. I was diagnosed.
Oh, no. You don't have to.
Okay.
You just introduce yourself. You're good.
Okay.
Awesome, welcome, and hopefully a little bit later when we do a more of a chat, you can you guys can give some of your real life experiences as to how you cope with having diabetes. And Jessica, don't shy away. Do you want to introduce yourself to everyone on
Yeah.
the call?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica Manoy. I am the social media content creator of Eyes Like Mine Inc. and also the assistant to the co-chair of the audio book club. So welcome. I'm looking forward to hearing from everybody. So we'll see what everybody has in store for tonight. Hello. Sorry about the background noise.
It's okay. We all love our fur babies.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Radio, do you have some Beyonce to play?
Yeah, I'll play them.
Radio, if you could just pause that for a second. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Our first guest speaker isn't here yet. So since we have Miss Janelle and Miss Cassandra, if you ladies are comfortable in speaking now, that would be fantastic. And Jessica, you two can also join in the chat.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go first. My name's Cassandra again. I was diagnosed with diabetes in 2019. Yeah, 2019. It was hereditary meaning it's on both sides of my family. It's in the gene pool. My dad has it. My grandmother, my grandmother, my dad's side has it. Her mother had it. Things like that. before I had diabetes, I was eating all the bad stuff. I was eating like a lot of bread, not exercising, candy, stuff like that, a lot of chips and stuff. All the bad stuff. I used to do that. And I wasn't drinking a lot of water and stuff. But, diabetes, it was hard for me in the beginning because I don't like needles. So I had to have my dad help me, inject myself and stuff. He had to help me with that. But I'm glad that I got my family with me because, they can help me with my insulin and things like that. But it was very hard in the beginning because I was very mad at the world. And I didn't want to have diabetes. I was crying once and I told my mom, I don't want to do this, She's like, well, you have to. I'm like, okay. So, I got to live with it. So, but it came down to a point where the diabetes was kind of out of control. And then, I had to get off a certain medication, and then that made the numbers of the glucose go down into the 100s, which was great. And I got a great support system of the family, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephews. Then I got the friends, Janelle, Jessica, and countless other people that I will not mention. And I got God, taking care of me every day. So it's just been great, aside from the diabetes, I do have a visual impairment, which means that I cannot see at nighttime. But that doesn't stop me from doing what I got to do every day. And I'm just grateful for every day that I wake up this morning that God, gave me life. And I'm glad to live each day as it comes.
Awesome. Thank you. I actually have a quick question for you.
Sure.
How do you think being diagnosed with diabetes has changed you as an individual? And if it has changed you, exactly what has it changed in your life? Besides it being different for you, because everything that you experienced when you're diabetic, how do you feel it's changed you as an individual?
I feel that it's changed me as an individual 360 all around. I feel that it changed. It's a total lifestyle change. You got to stop eating the bad stuff. You got to start exercising. All this stuff I didn't do before. I have to do it because it's my health. So it just changed my health. I'm more conscious about my health now, and I'm more kind of I have a can-do type of attitude, and I monitor my blood sugar every day. I take it myself. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not afraid of blood, seeing it. So yeah, it changed my whole aspect of everything.
So as someone who's diabetic, what do you recommend that for those like myself who isn't, what do you recommend we do as a safeguard to avoid having to go through that?
I recommend that you get your routine blood work from your primary care doctor. I recommend that you eat right. I recommend that you exercise. Exercise 3 times a day, I feel is good. And, try not to eat a lot of fast food. Eat vegetables and basically do the right thing, drink water, and be healthy.
Awesome. Does anybody else have any more questions for Cassandra?
I actually have a couple of oops, excuse me.
Sorry, I have a quick question. Cassandra, I know
Yes.
I always see you, and you very control with your exercise, walking, and I give you a lot of credit. You're just like me, kiddo.
Yeah. Yeah, you're my walking buddy.
I'm your supporter. Now, it wasn't hard when we both got diagnosed. We had each other. It was like a support group, like a buddy system.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, how did you feel when you got diagnosed? Did you feel angry? Did you feel upset? Well,
I felt very sad because I knew for a fact that it could be me or my sister that would get it. I didn't think it was going to be me. I found out that I had the type 2 January of this year. I went to the eye doctor and my eye doctor told me, you have type 2. I'm like, how do you know? He's like, I see it in your eyes. So that's how I found out.
I know.
And also the blood work from the doctor.
But do you feel tired, overwhelmed, stressed? Do you talk a lot? Do you don't talk much? Do you go to bed early?
I go to bed every day at 9 o'clock. I'm one of those old ladies who gets tired around that time. And I go to bed, around that time. Before I had diabetes, I used to stay up till 11 o'clock, but I don't do that anymore.
Right. It's a new lifestyle.
Yeah. It's a total lifestyle change for real. I used to have a lot of stress in my life before the diabetes, but now I try to control it. I don't have my stress levels very, very low because I have a low stress level and I don't have a lot of drama in my life and craziness happening and stuff. I don't have that. So, do you have any other questions, Janelle?
I actually have a question for you ladies. I understand that Janelle and Cassandra are friends. So now knowing that Janelle also is diabetic, how do you think this has changed your friendship? Has it made it stronger? How has it made it stronger? If indeed it made it stronger, which I'm pretty sure it has. But how has your friendship changed throughout the years? If you guys can give a background as far as how long you ladies have been friends and all of that, that would be great.
We've been friends since 2008, right, Cassandra?
Yeah, long time.
Long time.
Yeah, very long.
How what you're saying is, how has it been since you both got diagnosed together?
We've been great with each other. We've been supporting each other. We call each other. We hang out with each other. Even we go out, what should we have? It's confusing, but it's hard. I tell her, if you're gonna have fries, you take out the bread and have the meat. If you're gonna have the bread with the meat, then you get a vegetable or salad with it. Eat half, small portions. You eat half and take the other one half at home. Trying to get her, the trick. So as a buddy system, I try to help her what to do because I saw a nutritionist. I don't know, Cassandra did, but that's when the nutritionist told me what to do.
Okay. And can you speak about your experience, Janelle, and when you were diagnosed, if you don't mind going into it?
Sure. Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Got it. Hey, everybody. Well, my name is Janelle Santana, and I'm from Howell Township, New Jersey, and I was born July 4th, 1985. I was diagnosed August 16th, 2019. Got my blood work done and I was nervous. I couldn't sleep. My mom, who was my best friend, and she was a nurse for 40 years in the VA in New York City, came with me inside with my doctor's appointment. And my primary doctor's right across the street where I live. 2 minutes. My mom held my hand and my doctor, her name is Susie Agarwal, read my results. I was never in the 7s. I was always in the 6s. So I was a 7.5. That's the sign for diabetes. And she told me in front of me, gave me some chances, and I tried, it didn't work. She told me right in front of me that I had diabetes. I was a diabetic, type 2. My mom took it really hard as a mother, being right next to me to see her own child going through, a new stage in her life with her diabetes. Now, it wasn't really easy, and then I had to be on medication. So we had a discussing, thank God I'm not no insulin yet, but I've been taking pills and I'm maintaining, trying to, it's just so hard. I was on metformin. Metformin makes you a lot of side effects. And I remember it made me get diarrhea, like the runs, gassy in the stomach. I just didn't like it, and I had to take it every day. And I told my doctor, I had to change to a different, it was making me like my sugars were going down, and it was hard for me to lose the weight. I was trying to. And they sent me a nutritionist in Central State. I saw a lady, nice lady. We went over the meals, what for me to eat and not to eat. So sometimes I eat hard, and I have friends here. They like to go out every weekend. And when I go with them, like, I just don't know what to eat, but I know what to do. If a sandwich, eat half, take the other half home. If I'm having a burger, take out the bread. Because I feel embarrassed, like I'm out with somebody and they like junk food and I can't have it. So, so it's hard for me that. And then 2 years later or a year, I started exercising, looking for a gym. Well, I was working at the time at New York City Sports Club, my job, had free classes. I would get up every day early in the morning, go on my classes. I lost the weight. I was 194 and I went down to 176. But now with the COVID, I gained, but I'm trying, back, and I'm doing, with everything with the vaccination, the COVID, I'm back doing my exercise. I want to start the gym today, this morning, doing my Zumba and whatever. It's in Fresno, it's called Club Metro USA. And I'm back doing my dancing classes, but it's hard for me to eat, but I'm trying to get on my diet because my doctor's giving me a chance not to be on insulin, still take medication. So I walk in my development. I go to the reservoir. I do the 2-mile, 5-mile walk. There's a park behind where I live called Michael Trey Park. It's like a track. I go around like 3 or 4 times. Even my friends think I'm crazy. Like, why you have to walk? My diabetes, to get my sugar and stay healthy and be strong, not to stay away from insulin and just take medication. But I saw the nutritionist. They gave me a book, and I followed and I lost weight with COVID, gained weight, but now I'm on a diet. Now I went back to the gym. I'm trying to, my doctor, okay, my sugar levels used to be low, then high, high and low in the morning because of the fastings. But at night, after I do my walking, it will be low, like really low. And then, I have to eat something or I gotta have a snack. It's this shake that they also told me, I don't know anybody know who are diabetics, called Lucerna. So you can have like a protein shake. I usually have it like a snack or a meal. If I do get hungry, sometimes at home I don't. It's a good shake. They have it everywhere, like Walmart's, Targets, ShopRite. I'm not sure Shop and Shop has it. A few places you could get it. It was hard for me, to eat, and my parents were there to support me. My dad and my mom went with me to the senior nutritionist because I was nervous, what I had to do. I had support groups opportunities, but what happened was I was starting to work. So the support groups were not going along with my work schedule. So I had to miss, and I didn't do it. I said, okay, I could try to do this on my own. But, I started walking, doing my exercise, and now I gained a little weight because, I just had my physical in September, but now I'm going in January because my doctor gave me 4 months instead of 3 months. Every 3 months, they want to raise your medications, see how you're doing, your blood pressure, your cholesterol. I take all that, and it's like crazy. I have to take it every day. Plus, I take fish oil, top of all my 3 medications. And plus, biotin is a vitamin for hair loss because when you have diabetes, you lose your hair. So, I started going to the gym, taking my dance classes, like I said. I see my doctor now in 4 months, so it'll be at the end of January. She's giving me another chance to try to lose because, I lost my activities for a year with this COVID. All you have to do is look in the walls and not doing nothing. It's like crazy. You couldn't even go out or do your exercise. You had to walk in your development, or even if you go to a park, you had to wear a mask because if you don't wear a mask, they won't let you walk anywhere. But the only thing that changed me, I went through a kind of depression a little bit. Is I was afraid how my family and my friends that I know for years, friends that I know from my JKT class, my family, and it was really hard to tell them, like, I'm afraid, like, if I blow dry my hair, I see losing my hair that I worked for since I was a child now, I'm losing my hair because of the medication. I don't like showing anybody my hair because it's embarrassing if, losing my hair. Like I have to put it sometimes maybe down or high ponytail because if I do a low, they could see that I'm losing hair there. It's like embarrassing. It's like hard speaking. Like you don't speak too much, like a little bit. I feel like I'm losing like my speaking. Like I don't feel like talking too much and not. So I keep quiet. Sometimes I do talk or don't call my friends. Sometimes I need a space time to be alone or relax, stress, Sometimes my friends I feel like my friends stress me out, not, but sometimes they do and they don't because, that's how friends are. But I feel like, I get overwhelmed, stress and anxiety. That goes to me, you don't need to be stressed out. You need to stop that, So I'm trying to work on that. And, it's really hard. I need to stress free and just relax and take it easy and relax and take some naps and hopefully take my vitamins and treatment for hair because I'm afraid to lose my hair and go bald. And I'm going to wear a wig and hat. That would depress me for the rest of my life until I get old. I'm in my 30s now. I'm 36. I got diagnosed 3 years ago. I was 19. I was 34 years old, heading to my 30s. What happens if I'm my 50s and 60s, like 15, 20 years later? I don't want to look bald, like losing my hair. It will look embarrassing, like in front of my head. I would have to wear a wig or a hat. Like, I don't want to go out. It's embarrassing. Like, I feel scared, eating wise, Sometimes I will call my mother. I will get scared. Like, I don't know what to eat. I will call her 24/7. My mom tells me, okay, you can have this, you can have that, and my diabetes is hereditary. Like Cassandra was saying, both of my families, my dad's family had it. My mom's family has it. My grandpa died with a heart attack and back in 94. He had diabetes. He was also, couldn't remember. My grandma, my dad's side, his mother did not have diabetes. His two brothers have diabetes and they don't even listen. They're on insulin. One is on insulin, the other one's on medication. My dad's two brothers. My dad's older brother from Florida. My dad's younger brother in Boston. He takes pills. My uncle from Florida takes insulin, but my dad's younger brother, he doesn't do finger sticks. And I always do my finger sticks every morning, but I don't do it alone because I'm afraid since I have a visual impairment, like Cassandra said, I have RP. I don't see at night. I'm afraid it jacks and I might cut myself with the thing. So with the finger stick, with the meter. So I have my parents still because I still get nervous, So, that's my dad's side. My mother's side, my mom's grandma had diabetes. 6 years ago, my grandpa didn't have diabetic. He got diabetes towards the end, he got sick with his, illness and he passed away. He had a trach and it showed like diabetes, like showing in the emergency room. My grandma, my mother's side, does not have diabetes. She has pre-dementia now starting. My mom's middle sister, her name is Liz. She's also diabetic. She's on metformin. And she's doing good. She will exercise. My cousin is a physical therapist, so they eat organic stuff. I would try to eat organic and be vegan. The only thing is that my allergies, I'm allergic. I don't think I could go be vegan because it's hard and I can't take the smell of my allergies. Organic, it's good, but some of the stuff is expensive. But I would try, sometimes I will get into that or not if I see something and I look in the sugar levels and the contacts. It's just hard, So my mom's middle sister's that has the diabetes. My mom's younger sister doesn't, but my mom's younger sister, her husband has diabetes in the family and he's on insulin and then pills and, my uncle lost his hair too. So, I don't know my dad's brothers didn't, but, I just don't want to lose my hair because I'm still young. And if I go out somewhere, I'll feel like embarrassed. I have to wear a wig. Even now, I'm afraid to show if I have hair, don't have hair, but I do have hair. I wear a hat or put in a high ponytail. Or sometimes I will go in the mirror. I would tell my mom thinks I'm ridiculous. I tell Mom, do I look Do I look fat? She goes, no, you don't. You look good. And it's like, why are you comparing other people? You know, it's like hard, but I get myself, I know it's hard, but to adapt, but now I'm more accepted my diabetes because it's 2 or 3 years later. We're in 2021. I got diagnosed in 19, but I accept it more because I have family and friends to support.
Okay.
And my mom told me when I got diagnosed, she goes, "You're not alone. I'm gonna take care of you. We're gonna put you on a diet. We're gonna get you on your medication. Make sure you take it every day." And my dad, he's very supportive since the get-go. Since I got diagnosed when I was 17 with my RP, he didn't waste time with everything what he had to do for me, and he's been supportive with my diabetes. But like I said, it's all hereditary because I have both sides, but it's part of the syndrome that I got it from. It's called Bardet. It's all part of, but I didn't get it when I was small. I got it later on in life because, like I said, like Cassandra said, like eating junk, like chips, carbohydrates, like a lot of sugar. Like I was never a sweet person. I like ice cream. I like frozen yogurt. I think the reason is I used to like coffee coladas, and I think the syrup must have got to, and I cut all the syrups out. Now, if I go like to a coffee place, I do decaf. With almond milk, I used to have skim milk, but I cut the skim milk. Almond milk is much better, and you have I usually do the decaf latte or decaf iced coffee with almond milk. If I go somewhere or I have coffee at home because I love my coffee, I can't be without it. It's just, I have to be blessed to have family, my friends here to support me.
Yeah.
And I accept, I accept this days I have good and bad days. I won't even talk. I will stay quiet, thinking about my hair, the way I look, my exercise, eating wise, family wise, stress wise, But if I'm down and out, I go to my mom or my dad. They're always there for me, like I'm there for them.
And the important thing is that you have a strong support system, and it seems like you and Cassandra are very close, and that's always great to have that. So I appreciate the fact that both of you ladies were very open and honest and very transparent. It's greatly appreciated because it's good to hear from those that are experiencing this, because I myself personally am not experiencing this. I do know people that have experienced it. However, I've never asked them because it's just something that a lot of people are uncomfortable with. So I appreciate the fact that you ladies took the time out of your day to share this with us. It's very much so appreciated, and seeing the friendship that you ladies have is fantastic. So keep on pushing. Things will get better. And thank you for participating in today's event. No problem. We have Miss Melva Henderson. She's one of our guest speakers. So while Henderson gets ready, I'm gonna read a little bit of her bio so everybody can get to know who Miss Henderson is. So Miss Melva Henderson is the founder and CEO of Ladies Living Beyond Limits. She is a life and career coach who assists BVI women in both their professional and personal journeys to break barriers through innovative methods. Melva is dedicated to helping women create a life roadmap to live their purpose fully. Melva Henderson is a catalyst for positive impact who has worked with community organizations in Dallas, Texas, enriching their development. Channeling her life experience with agency and innovative, Melva helps others achieve their potential by identifying and breaking down barriers. As a result, the Texas state governor has appointed Melva to the State Independent Living Council, which develops the state plan for independent living and serves as a resource to state and local organizations on independent living and related issues for persons with disabilities. She is also an active member of many professional associations for societal benefit and education. In addition, Melva offers personal coaching, seminars, and workshops to awaken human potential and encourage transformations. She's a mother of 2 and engaged. She has a master's degree in social work and a certificate in business management. Melva Henderson is visually impaired and advocate of the blind community. So Melva, whenever you're ready, the floor is yours.
Looks like she has an audio problem.
Melva, can you hear us? Seems like Miss Henderson is having some technical difficulties. We'll give her some time. Radia, if you can just play some music for a bit.
Sure.
Thank you. Radia, you can pause it. I guess in the meantime, Misha, if you don't mind unmuting yourself, we're gonna go ahead and play your video. So Radia, if you could share your screen, and Misha, you can go ahead and take it from here and just speak about what we're about to present.
Awesome. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So again, it's me again. Hi everyone. Like I said, I'm Misha. I'm visually impaired, so that's why I'm here. I'm always a part of Eyes Like Mine events. I am not affected directly by diabetes, but I do have family members that are, and I'm gonna use the word amazing to watch them, because I watch them at every end of the spectrum, right? So I have one family member who's like super active and proactive about, and I'm very cautious about their life. And we come to, a family gathering, and you have another family member and they have diabetes as well, and they're not, taking as much care of themselves as they're supposed to. And it's just like, wow, just to watch both of them on both ends of the spectrum. and navigate their diabetes. You know, everyone is not comfortable with it. You know, my condolences, you know, go out to people that have to live with it and navigate with it. I'm fortunate enough, I just came from the doctor today, actually. I'm still in the car, actually. And I checked my blood, my AC1 levels, and I thank God, they say I'm low. So I'm like, well, what am I doing? What do I do if my blood levels are low? But you know, that's a little spiel about me. Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay. And while I'm here, Eyes Like Mine, we are presenting a cooking show, like a little series, and I want to present it to you guys. It's a rough edit. It's not you know, exactly 100% just yet, but this is something to look forward to, and everything that we're cooking with conscious, you know, everything that we gonna present. Like, I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that, but we do want healthy, conscious meals and foods that are still tasty, and we just want to have a good time, fun, get in the kitchen. Like I said, I find cooking to be very therapeutic for myself, so that can even help calm some of your stressors down too. So, you know, get in that kitchen and don't be afraid, and you know, be experimental to some of the things you cook, and always try new things. And all these, they have these a lot of diets out here that's also you know, people rave about. Like, I just got off one. It was a 7-day diet. It was Dr. Sebi's water, fruit, and salad diet, and that's all we were able to eat for 7 days. And I struggled. But I tried to keep regrouping, and I'm gonna again try it soon, and I'm gonna go full force with it. But it's a lot of resources out there, guys. Don't be afraid to call on Dr. Google either, because it's a lot of things, a lot of resources. A lot of people have classes and everything that's out there. I just learned actor Anthony Anderson, he has type 2 diabetes as well, and he have a organization. Can't remember the name quite bit, but yeah, and check out his organization, and he's doing big things in the diabetes community as well. But enough of my spiel. We could run the video.
Hey y'all, welcome to Menus by Misha, a cooking show presented by Eyes Like Mine Incorporated. On this cooking show, we're going to be showing off our independent living skills and techniques by whipping up some healthy living delectables, tasty treats, and food so good you might want to smack your mama, but I wouldn't advise you to do that because she'll smack your back. And on this show, you'll be so surprised and amazed how much cooking you could do without looking. So without further ado, meet me in the kitchen. Right now, I'm just dicing up celery, the 3 stalks. No major technique with this, just lining them all up, and I'm just dicing them right along. I'll go in and fine tune the dice once it's all cut up. And just like we did with the celery sticks, now I'm dicing up my 2 carrots. I'm over here slicing and dicing away. I just finished dicing a half of red onion. I just realized the recipe calls for mushroom, I think white button mushroom. I'm not a fan of mushrooms, so I meant to tell you guys that in the beginning. I took that part out, but the recipe that I will post, it will call for you to have mushroom. That is a real great source of fiber. That's really important to have in your your daily intake fiber. But what I did research was onions have a nice source of fiber in it as well. So the recipe does not call for onion, but I like onion. I like the taste, so I'll put onions in my soup, and it has some fiber in there as well. Like I said, we got your fibers, your carbohydrates, and your proteins all in here. And then we're cutting down on sugar and not too much sodium is in here. I think the chicken broth might have give you a little bit of sodium, but I'm also going to post the nutrition facts at the end of this video so you can see, and I will read off exactly what's in here and what nutrition you will be getting and what you'll not be getting. And it's going to be a little off because, like I said, I put onion in my soup. I like onion. And the recipe calls for mushrooms. So all to be posted. No worries. Don't fret over anything. It's still gonna come out tasteful, tasty. It might be even more tasty. Like I said, if you care for onions, it's good. If you don't, I'm a little mad at these onions because I was cutting them up and I'm over here crying. I had to wipe my face before I popped back in. But yeah, I'm about to start measuring out my thyme and my oregano now, and we'll be ready to put the stuff on the stove in a minute. All right, so the first direction is to put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a medium skillet over medium-high heat. And we are going to saute the chicken on each side. We're just going to cook the chicken a little bit on each side for 4 minutes. All right, so now we're on step 2. And step 2 calls for us to put the celery, my onion, which would be your mushroom, and the carrots in the same skillet or pot that you were working with and saute for 5 minutes. So that's what I'm about to do now. I have all mine on one plate, so I'm just going to slide them in. Careful. All right, so I'm mixing the celery, the carrots, and the onions up. This is the saute process.